Evening, people. Evening. Sorry, it's a bit delayed. I don't even know if the stream's going to happen yet. Although it's the stream's happening. We've got a lack of drivers tonight. So we are live currently. We might not be in a second. We are live for the final round of the pick and mix. We've got 3 different races for you guys tonight. Again, if they go ahead. So we've got the BAC Mono round at Nords, apparently, the GR3 Ferrari at Nords, and the 911 GT3 RS Porsche round Nordvand. But again, lack of drivers, so the shout's just gone into the chat room whether we're even going to race or postpone it till next week. But people have said no, let's race. Other people have said no, I don't particularly fancy doing Nords. Don't particularly fancy doing Nords if there's only 7 of us driving. So I think what they've done is they've gone for the GP circuit at Nords instead of the full Nords. They've gone for the GP circuit at Nürburgring instead. So that's what we've got coming up for you tonight. Race 1 in the 911 GT3 at Nordvand. We've got race 2 at the GR3 Ferrari. That will now be Nürburgring GP, as will race 3 in the BAC Mono. That will also be at Nürburgring GP, I think. Again, it's all a little bit last minute. Oh dear. Okay, looks like they might be doing Nords in one of the races, but we'll see what happens. But these are the points leading into this final round. It's a real good punch up the front, 176 for Obi-Wan leading the championship at the minute versus Mocking Week second place with 173 points. We've got Dylan with 153, Manny with 152. We've got Tyre Slayer 5th with 140, Pilgrim in 6th with 124. Don't start the racing just yet, boys. I'm not even into the lobby. 7th is Captain Pugwash 117. Fudder is 8th with 112 points. 106 points for Skippy in 8th. P1 Wrecking Ball in 9th with 101 points. Campo 10th with 85 points. Ice Chand, we are starting the race. Ice Chand with 73 points. Coffin Dodger in 12th with 30 points. Welly Bob 15 points in 13th. And Bo with 9 points in 14th. We're not even going to get a chance. Straight into the racing, look, straight in. Because it's all been a bit faffed today. So we are here at Nordvand. It's a bit of a tricky circuit, a lot of tight hairpins and stuff. We'll see how these Porsches get on. Lights on then. Grid positions are set up from finishing positions last week. We've still got these jumpy Porsches going on. Not sure what's happening with that. Turn the sound on, I suppose, and then you lot can actually hear it. Oh, we've got drivers getting it all wrong. Ah! These hairpins catching a few drivers out. Manny sticks one up the inside. Gets himself into 3rd position. Obi's managed to scoop his way through into 1st. Mocking Weeks in 2nd. Those two battling it out for the championship at the minute. Manny in 3rd. He gets a little push out wide from Pilgrim. Onto the grass he goes. Oh, Pilgrim's just nudged into the wall as well. Slows everybody down. Dylan scoops his way into 4th position. Manny gets nudged down to 5th. Campo in 6th, and Tyre Slayer, the Pepto-Bismol liveried Porsche, in 7th. And Obi's managed to make a bit of a break already. That battle behind between Mocking Weeks, Tyre Slayer, Manny, Pilgrim and Dylan has just allowed Obi-Wan to stretch a little bit of a lead. It was 1.1 seconds. Oh, Pilgrim's got the top corner totally wrong. Where is he? Just gets himself back up to speed. Drops down to 5th though. Got tangled up a little bit. It's got a little bit of front end damage on there. Big gaps back to Tyre Slayer and Campo. Swap positions these two. So back up front, Obi continues to stretch that lead out then. 1.7 seconds up front. Mockinweed still second. A little bit of a gap behind him now. He can concentrate on putting those laps in rather than worrying about those drivers behind. Purple sectors as well from Mockin. Manny then defending from a Dylan. Dylan looking to run around the outside at the bridge. Going for the switch back up the inside. Has it worked? He's got a wing, but they've all found the horn. These cars have got the DRS available on the rear wing, if they remember it. Unfortunately, it's linked up to the horn button as well, hence why all the horns are being pressed at the same time. So a little mistake from Manny then allows Pilgrim to get his way into 4th. Tyre Slayer pulls a bit of a gap from Campo at the back. And Obi-Wan continues to stretch his lead out up front. 2.8 seconds. Mocking Weeks just can't find the time. Still pulling time over the drivers behind. Dylan's now got himself up into 3rd position. That DRS in full flow then. Pilgrim goes a little bit wide. Manny sticks one up the inside. Can he carry the speed around the corner? Yes, he can. Side by side for Manny and Pilgrim up towards this little kink here. They both get through there cleanly. Almost side by side coming into this top corner. They are side by side coming into that top corner. Pilgrim though nowhere to go. Oh, Manny's got it sideways coming out of that corner. Helped round a little bit by Pilgrim, I think. Campo back past Tyre Slayer. He's got it wrong somewhere. Big amounts of front end damage on his car. 7 seconds deficit now to Campo. Again, Obi just making it look easy. Nice and relaxed. Nobody to worry about behind him. Mocking Weeks nowhere near close enough to be a threat at the minute. Towards this top corner. Oh, Manny. Obi gets it all wrong into there. Sticks it in the wall. Picks up a little bit of front end damage. That's going to slow him down for a few seconds. Will allow Mocking Weeks to catch up unless he's done exactly the same thing and stuck it in the wall at the top end. There's no damage on his car. He does pull a couple of tenths on Obi. Full lock round these hairpins to get this Porsche turned round. Unfortunately, he's not making up enough time on Obi, even with that damage. Still at 2.5. There is Obi just in front. Tricky corners. Cars just wanted to be pushed out wide on all of these turns. Dylan then has got a bit of a gap himself now into 3rd, 4.3 seconds behind Mockin. He's 2.9 ahead of Pilgrim. Big gaps all over the place now. I can see why they didn't want to do Nordschleife. With 7 drivers. Oof, Manny clipped the wall on the way into that turn. Just pushed him out wide and he's ended up with damage again. Oof, almost taking it a little bit too hot through there as well. Sideways with a drifter-tron for Manny. Photographer's a little bit late there, getting his car sideways in that shot. There's Campo in 6th. Tyre Slayer in the Pepto-Bismol still trying to catch up with him. Pulled a second or so back on Campo. Whether he can close that gap right down, yet to be seen. Obi then, still leading, but lost an awful lot of time. Mocky Weeks has found something now, 1.7 seconds behind him. Oh, Obi gets a swap on through there. Mocky Weeks comes into that corner absolutely sideways as well. And still finds a couple of tenths on Obi in front. Gap down to 1.5 then, 1.3 as they hit the turn. Mocky Weeks bringing it back to Obi then in the second half of the race. Dylan still 4.5 seconds behind in third. Pilgrim has made about half a second up on him. And there's Manny in fifth, 8 seconds behind now. A couple of little mistakes from Manny. Is Campo in 6, and Tyre Slayer really is putting the pressure on him now. That was 5.5 seconds. It's down to 3.1, even less now. Slight mistake into that corner from Campo. Gap down to 2.4 seconds then. The chase is on Tyre Slayer. Bringing that time down corner by corner. Just about keeps it out of the wall there. Down to 2.2 seconds between these two. Drivers at the back not using the DRS as the drivers at the front are. Just maybe a little bit too much to think about. The gap's still coming down though, 1.7 seconds. We'll try and get ourselves into a decent position for an overtake. Come on camera, be smoother. Still at 1.8 then here at the back of the pack. Okay, we'll come back and catch up with that in a minute. Oh, Obi, oof, almost too hot into turn one. And look at this, there is Mocky Weeks right behind him. Let's get ourselves on board with a Mockin. Half a second penalty as well, Obi's got to lose. That should give Mocky Weeks the lead. See that yellow bar just starting to build on Obi-Wan's car. That means he's getting closer to the penalty loss zone. You'll see two flags at the side of the circuit, two yellow flags that will indicate that zone. Just there, at which point his car will stick the brakes on for him. Mocky Weeks should be able to carry the speed. Oh, Obi goes for a cheeky one, takes the inside line. They're still side by side around this turn. And Obi's just about carried the speed through. He has. What a blag move. Mocky Weeks just lost a tiny bit of time to him coming out of that final corner before the penalty zone, and that was enough to give Obi the advantage. Just put his car into that defensive position as well on the right hand side of the circuit. But the battle on here between these two, 0.3 of a second in it. On these Porsches like to get a little bit loose, get the throttle down a little bit too hard coming out of one of these turns. They do seem to light themselves up. Pulls a couple of tenths through there, Obi. Oh, he found himself with another penalty though, Obi. Mocky Weeks needs to get him in a slightly better position coming into the penalty zone. Be a little bit closer to Obi when he does drop that penalty so he can get himself past a little bit earlier. Rear lights up on Obi's car, gets it a little bit sideways. Just checking the order. Campo has lost that position to Tyre Slayer. Mockingweek struggling to get that thing stopped. He is right behind Obi now though. Can he get a good exit? It's not this turn, it's at the bottom of the S's. Almost needs to be pushing Obi-Wan out of this turn here. And it's still not enough. Obi loses that penalty again. He goes to the inside again. Has Mockingweek's carried enough speed this time? Oh, he's gone wide into the barrier. That gives Obi-Wan the look back up the inside. Running out of time here. A little bit of rear end damage on the board for Mockingweeks now as well. Quick flick through the field then. There is Dylan still holding third position. He is bringing the time down between himself and those two in front. It was about 4.5 seconds. It's down to 2.1. That battle in front. Slowing the pair of them down. Pilgrim then in fourth. 4.4 seconds back. We have Manny in fifth. Bit of a lonely race all over the track really, apart from the top two. Campo's got himself back past Tyre Slayer. Into that sixth position. Tyre Slayer makes another mistake then, drops himself back down to seventh. The battle's still on here then at the front, and there is Dylan slowly but surely catching up with them. 2.5 minutes left to race. Dylan could get himself properly involved in this before the end. There they are, what, 1.6 seconds up the road? Dylan, one of the faster P1 drivers. Often at times warranting the banhammer. He's too good, he's too quick. Gap down to 1.4 then. Feathering that throttle through these turns. A little bit of that DRS coming into this top corner. Gap still at 1.5. All over the back of Obi. Gap still at 0.5 then between Mockin and Obi-Wan in first and second. But again, Dylan is slowly but surely closing that gap up on these two. Got 1 more minute left. So they will see another lap after this one. Tyres starting to just show a little bit of wear now. Not enough to catch anybody out, but Mocking Weeks. A little bit hot into that turn, so on board then for this final lap. Obi leading by 0.3 of a second. Mocking closes up under braking, can't get it stopped in time though. Not too bad actually. He managed to get the turn into the corner slightly better, even though he went a little bit deeper into the corner. There is Dylan right behind. We'll stay on board with this view. Mocking Weeks gets ever closer. Nowhere for him to go around that turn though. He's only really got the hairpin at the top. Someone's doing donuts at the line. Oh, closing up again, Mocking Weeks pushing it up towards this final corner. No mistakes from Obi. Cleanly out of there for all three drivers, and it is Obi that takes the win. Mocking tried as hard as he could. Comes home second though. Dylan only 0.9 of a second behind at the end of it all. Maybe another lap or two would have brought him in to that fight properly. Pilgrim takes fourth then. Manny is going to come home in fifth. He might come home in fifth. Oh yeah, he's got it. I was just about to say he's got it pointing in the right direction, but no, he hasn't. There he is. He takes 5th then. We just wait for Campo. Tyre Slayer, I think, was hanging about by the line doing donuts. There it is. Campo taking that final 6th position. So, even with only 7 drivers on the track, that was some pretty intense racing at the front. Official results all on one page tonight. OB taking that win then. Mocking Weeks taking 2nd. Dylan 3rd. Pilgrim 4th. Manny 5th. Campo 6th. And Tyre Slayer 7th. So that edges Obi-Wan slightly further in front in the championship. He's got to have a couple of crappy results really, and Mocking Weeks to have some really good ones now to for him to come back, I think. Hopefully. In fact, I'm just going to chuck that in the chat. I don't want that. Just get someone to send me the full points. Let me just say final points. Come on. Not race 33. So there it is, the full Nordschleife on screen then. And we are in the Ferrari GR3s for this one. Have a look at what we're in then for race 3. We're in these things. Great big spoiler on the rear. Sound great as well, these Ferraris. Brewdog Elvis juice. I like that. That's all the liveries you lot are going to get to see. Yes, the full Nordschleife for race 2 then. Should be 2 laps. I think it's 13.1 miles here. Let's have a look, see. Where do I find that? Boom, nope. Come on. There it is. There it is. 12.94 miles is what we've got to race on for race 2. Okay, so we'll get top 4 points at the end of race 3. That should be enough. So we wait for race 2 then. What time do we reckon that's going to be? 21:28. Let's say that. I could be wrong. So grid positions for this race will be reversed from race 1. So slower drivers at the front. The faster drivers having to work their way through the field. Not the best of tracks to overtake. More opportunities at the start of this one. And sort of the midway back half of this track. Some longer straights at the start. Some opportunities. I've got the big straight at the back end, but you've got to be close. You've got to be able to get in that slipstream. If you're watching, don't forget to drop those likes, people. It all helps. A little comment, a little like, a share if you can. And if you are watching, please consider just leaving it playing in the background. The more hours watch time I get as well, the better. Right, here we go then, race 2. Here we go. Oh no, I thought we were Ferrari missing, but there's one tucked away right behind those guys in the yellow at the back. So we head off for race 2 then. 7 Ferraris here at Nordschleife. Lights go on. Race 2 is underway. Little switch on by Tyre Slayer, he manages to keep it pointing in the right direction. Down into these tricky S's at the start of this race. Obi-Wan then starts from the back, got to work his way through. Tyre Slayer leads 1.2 seconds from Campo. I think this was Tyre Slayer's choice, the Nordschleife track. I'm not sure about the car, but the track for sure. Let's see what's happening. Manny then in 3rd, Pilgrim 4th, Obi-Wan already up into 5th, got his way past Dylan. Locking Weeks has made a mistake. All the way down in 7th position and 8 seconds adrift as well. It's all falling into Obi-Wan's hands here, the championship. So, down foxholes we go. Gap opening up a little bit more, sparks flying then as they hit the bottom depression there. 2.4 seconds, another little twitch, but okay for the time being. Riding the curb through there then. Still opening up that gap, 2.6 seconds. Campo in 2nd, Manny in 3rd. Obi trying to close the gap, but he's got a mirror full of Dylan at the minute. There's Pilgrim in 6th. Locking Weeks bringing that time down. It was 8 seconds, it's already 6.6. Find he'll be able to put in some fast little sectors here with nobody in front of him. So Tyre Slayer at the front then opens that gap up 2.9, 3 seconds now. Looking for those lines, trying to keep this Ferrari on the grey stuff as well. Tricky set of corners. Oof. Campo runs it a little bit deep through there, runs a wheel onto the curb. Manny under threat now, he's got Obi all over him. And Dylan, let's get ourselves on board with a Dylan and look at this battle. There is Manny in front. Oh, Dylan trying to get past. Manny's not battling with Obi and Dylan, he lets them through. They go on the hunt for Campo in front then. Obi into 3rd, Dylan 4th, Manny in 5th. Oh, Obi's got it all wrong. Onto the sandy, onto the edge he goes. Oof. Who was that in? That was Manny getting the look of the draw there. Ran himself a little bit wide into that corner himself, but with Obi-Wan filling the gap where his car should have been, he was able to keep it on track, and he's piling the pressure on Pilgrim. So there is Obi-Wan back on track. There is a Mocking Weeks now. Just 0.7 of a second behind him. It's back on for the championship. And look at this. All this time, Tyre Slayer is just making gains up front. 5 seconds. We just looked at him. It was 3 seconds. He's made 2 seconds up in the last couple of corners. A tiny mistake from Campo. Just slowed everybody down. Campo 2nd, then Dylan into that 3rd position. Into the carousel they go. Good exit there by Dylan, all over the back of Campo, looking for that 2nd position. Again, tricky circuit to overtake here. Dylan's just having to back off. He can't press it as hard as he wants. Oh, he's run himself a little bit wide through there. Gets himself back on the tarmac. Not a wide circuit at all here. Dylan's just got to take his time, wait for that opportunity. Obviously he's got to be a little bit careful of Pilgrim diving up the inside if he leaves any kind of room for him. Still not past Campo, still got a mirror full of Pilgrim. Gets a good exit out of there, but nowhere to get past Campo yet. Now there is. Campo gets it wrong. Oh, he's managed to spin it out. Oh no, Dylan has got it wrong as well. Oh my god, oh my god, Pilgrim's got it all wrong as well. Nobody can drive tonight. Still a little bit sketchy around there. Obi then gets himself into third position with the departure of those drivers in front of him. Mocky Weeks finds a way through there as well. He's losing time to Obi in front of him though. Dylan back on track in fifth. Manny in sixth. Campo, fortunately, gets it all wrong, spins that car around, is in seventh. Takes a little shortcut there as well, why not? So, Tyre Slayer leading 7.6 seconds up the road here at Nords. Pilgrim looks like he's got some dirt on his tyres. Seems a little bit loose, this long back straight then. Let's have a look here. Mocking Weeks in the slipstream range. Time just starting to come down now. Obi peels over to the left, trying to drop that toe for Mocking. That Ferrari just speed up a little bit when he gets behind Obi. Gets a little bit closer coming into these S's at the end of the circuit. Got to get your braking right here as well. We might see 3 laps here at Nords. First corner, cleanly taken. Pilgrim a little bit slow though. Obi and Mocking Weeks both closing up on him. Let's just see how far up the road Tyre Slayer is. He's still pulling time, 8.5 seconds. I can see why he chose this circuit. Getting on with it very well tonight. Livery looking good as well, Tyre Slayer. Oh, okay, it is just 2 laps. You have put it to 2 laps, not time then. So it's going to be about 15 minutes, just under. 9.4 seconds. Pilgrim under all sorts of threat now. He's made a tiny little mistake again. Obi's almost up the inside of him. Mocking Weeks is looking for a way past now as well. Pilgrim. Oh, Pilgrim's just stuck it on the grass. He's got that thing backwards. There he is, just getting it back up to speed. So Obi gets himself through into second. Mocking Weeks in third. And there is Dylan lurking in fourth in the background. Real good battle here between these 3. Ooh, Obi and Dylan both stick a wheel on the gravel there. Managed to keep it pointing in a straight line, but tricky. So, let's get on board. This will be all out, absolutely to the limit. Obi's got it wrong, he's on the gravel. Oh, he's got it back on track. He'll have dirty tyres coming into the next couple of corners, might catch him out. Oh, he's on the grass again. Still keeps the hammer down, side by side with Dylan. But I don't think he's going to hold on to it into this turn. No, he's not. He has to back off. What a shame. From second to fourth then for Obi. Not out of it yet though. There is Mocking Weeks now promoted to second. Dylan in third. Trickiest part of the course coming up then. All these little wiggles, just absolutely nowhere to go for a move. Not without potentially taking you and the other driver out. Oh, Dylan gets a great exit out of there. He's looking to get his nose up the inside here, and he has. Scoops his way through into second. Mocky Weeks third. Obi's struggling now, I think. Those dirty tyres have really caught him out on a couple of corners. Look, 3.1 seconds back from that battling pair in front. Let's see what else is happening out on track. Pilgrim then gets that car pointing in the right direction. Back up to speed in fifth. Campo sixth. Manny now drops it to seventh. And it'll be things like that that are helping him do it. Not being able to get it off that grass either without spinning it round. Little wiggle of the car to try and clean those tyres. So back up front then. Tyre Slayer leads 8.2 seconds. He's lost a tiny bit of that lead to the faster drivers behind him, but I think he's got enough in the tank. As long as he doesn't make any mistakes, he should have enough in the tank there to keep himself in front. Mocky Weeks then gets his way past Dylan. Again, this is all helping him out in the championship. He'll take second. Oh no, Obi's made another mistake. He drops himself to fifth, gets behind Pilgrim. It's going to come down to the last race, people. Yeah, Tyre Slayer then, he is losing a bit of time now to Mockin and Dylan behind. Got to keep himself out of tow range when he comes onto that long straight at the back. But they are taking chunks out of him here. Gap down to 6.4 seconds. It was 8.9. Now, whether we see Dylan and Mockin actually have any kind of battle, I don't know. Whether I'm not sure if Dylan do the whole series? Did he start late? Oh, Mockin, get it back on the grey stuff. Almost had that thing backwards. Is Dylan just going to help Mockin out? Has he helped him out by allowing him to have that place? That I don't know, but he's right behind him. And they're still bringing that gap down to Tyre Slayer in front. Oh, Dylan risking it for a biscuit through there. We are running out of track now though, unfortunately. Coming up to the last few corners here. Tyre Slayer into the mini carousel, 5-second lead. Maybe this last half a lap he's just taking his time, making sure he gets that car planted before he sticks his foot down. And that's pretty much it in the bag now, unless he completely gets it wrong into these last corners at the top of this straight. It should be his for the taking. Mocky Weeks then pulls up enough of a gap between himself and Dylan to keep himself out of the attack. Pilgrim easily in fourth. Obi nowhere to be found now in fifth. Campo another 17 seconds behind in sixth. And Manny 24 seconds behind in seventh. Just got to get the brake in right here then, Tyre Slayer. Final corner to go then. Tyre Slayer gets himself out front early on and takes the lead, takes the win here at Nords. Mocky Weeks coming home in second and Dylan taking third. Pilgrim taking fourth. Obi. Fifth position. He won't be happy with that, I'm sure. Be interesting to see what that's done to the points coming into this last round. Campo then. Last couple of corners to go for him. Comes home in sixth position. Manny coming up that back straight then. Had a couple of mistakes again here at Nords Manny. Shortcuts. Don't always work. Doing as much damage to that car as possible as he crosses the line. 7th then for Manny. There it is, race 2 done and dusted. Tyre Slayer confidently taking that win. And there are results. Tyre Slayer on that top spot for race 2 then. Mock in 2nd, Dylan 3rd, Pilgrim 4th, Obi in 5th, Campo 6th, Manny in 7th. Oof, it's going to be close at the top. It was a first for Obi-Wan and a second for Mocking Weeks in race 1. It was a second for Mocking Weeks and a 5th for Obi-Wan. Obi was already a couple of points ahead coming into tonight's races. It's going to be so close in that final round. And they're not even next to each other on track for the start. I mean, they're not far apart, to be honest. There's only 7 drivers racing. So, just at the bottom of the chat, you can see there, Mocking Week saying, so GP for monos or are we going for the full Nordschleife again? No, it looks like we're going GP then for the last race in the monos. Little single-seater blasters for the final race. Oh, Manny and Obi had a bit of a tangle, I think. Oh. So Obi's leading coming into this last race by 1 point. Obi on 208, Mocking Weeks on 207, Dylan on 185. So he's out of the race in terms of championship points for the championship win for Dylan. But it's on between Obi and Mocking, just a point between them. Oof, it's going to be close. So we're at the GP circuit then, a lot shorter. For race 2, anybody out on track? Yeah, let's see if we can get a bit of a... That's what we're racing in tonight. Obi going for the full Ironman colours. What tyres have we got on for this final race? What do we think? Sports, softs. So not racing tyres. They seem to be struggling a little bit to get these things turned. Not the fastest of cars. I can see why they didn't want to do the monos at Nürburgring, Nordschleife. It would have been a little bit long and tedious maybe. Down towards the hairpin at the bottom of the hill then. They don't like stopping either. Weather looks okay, doesn't look like it's damp out on circuit. These sports tyres are not doing them any favours at all. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, these are going to be an absolute handful then at full race pace. Look. Let's see how they handle the chicane at the top of the hill. Oh, they don't even want to go around that corner. Core, blimey. Look at this. This is going to be terrible. going around corners at all. Maybe it needs a good old rip of the handbrake coming into some of those tighter ones. Look, look. Trying to get the power down and the rear end just lights up. So we're just waiting for 4 minutes. I don't know why, but we are. Anybody else having trouble with these things? Let's see how Campo gets on into this chicane. Just as badly. Oh, he's gone for the full Batman. Got all the superheroes out tonight. Who else we got? Anybody? Tyre Slayer, that's not a superhero livery. I don't know of a Castrol Man. Oh, there he is on the front. It's Michelin Man, look. Dylan, gone for the standard colourway for the monos tonight. Mocking Weeks. Made his look like a Ferrari. Pilgrim, we can't see. Looks like it's just plain white though. Yes, I think so. I like that Campo. Not sure what that is on the rear quarter, but could just be more bats, I suppose. It is just one big bat. So Manny's back in the room. We should be getting race 3 underway then. And for the championship, it's going to be whoever comes ahead out of... Oh, this man, Obi, and Mocking Weeks. There's just 1 point difference between them coming into this round. Everybody's struggling to get these things turned. Obi-Wan's probably in the chat right now going, I want racing tyres, sports tyres are rubbish. Look at them, look at them. Mocking Weeks telling you tough. There you go, Manny's saying sports tyres. Yep. Everybody's on the sports softs. Oof. Rain's coming. And I don't think they're allowed to put wets on. And these things have got no traction as it is, as you can see. Campo, fastest lap, 2:15. Yeah, Pilgrim gone for the standard livery tonight, just plain white. Got the chicane all wrong though. There we go, Mocking Weeks just saying have a good race. Final round about to get underway here then. Look how tentative they've got to be on that throttle coming around these corners. Here we go then, final round of the pick and mix this year. We head into 2025. Stick around people, got information on new leagues coming up as well. Lights go on then, we get ourselves ready for race 3 tonight. And we are off, look at them, oh my god. Manny. Manny, stop it. Stop it, Manny. Drive that car properly. Bloody vandal. So, Obi takes full advantage and gets himself to the front of the pack. Mocking Weeks, unfortunately, currently 6th. as we've seen, these things don't like going around corners, and if they're under any kind of threat, they'll be racing hard, and it could be disastrous for them. Slayer gets it a little bit lit up coming down towards the hairpin. Mocking Weeks moves up a position into 5th, gets himself past Campo, goes for a little look up the inside of Tyre Slayer through the hairpin at the bottom. Oh no, Campo a little bit deep into the hairpin, struggling to get that thing pointing in the straight line. Sandy tyres. Oh man, he's just run himself off track as well. Pilgrim's off track. Oh my god, look at them. They don't want to go in a straight line, these things. Campo also backwards through the S's. Manny might be able to make a comeback here. Past Campo. Right, back up front. Obi's lost the lead. Dylan's through into the top spot. There is Obi. Mocking Weeks is right behind him for 3rd. Tyre Slayer chasing him down in 4th. Oh, he stuck one up the inside. Oh my god, come on. Oh, Mocking Weeks has got the chicane wrong. Tyre Slayer got the chicane wrong as well. Obi didn't look like he got the chicane wrong. Oh no, yes, I think he did. It's Obi and Mocking Weeks are bumper to bumper then, heading down the start-finish straight. Dylan has managed to pull a bit of a gap already. 4.4 seconds. He seems to be the only one that can get these things turned around a corner. Let me not speak too soon. So the battle then for the championship between these two, Mocking Weeks and Obi-Wan. Whoever comes ahead of the other in this race takes the win. There's a point between them. Just 0.5 of a second between these two as well. Dylan up front just keeps stretching his lead, 5.2 seconds. Tyre Slayer back on track in 4th. Manny in 5th. Campo closes up under braking. And there's Pilgrim struggling with this thing. 6.2 seconds back in 7th at the minute. And apparently someone's been checking the weather radar, and we are expecting a bit of light rain. No wet tyres to be used, so they have to just stick with these. Oh, Dylan runs it a little bit deep. He gets himself a half a second penalty he's got to lose. No threat for him really. He's 5.5 seconds up the road from the 2 drivers behind. Here they come. There's still Obi-Wan leading out of these 2. Closes up towards the chicane. Oh, Obi completely wrong through there. He's been reset to track as well. What a nightmare for him. So it gets reset to track now. 3.8 seconds, 3.9 seconds, 4 seconds behind Mocking Weeks. All working out for Mocking Weeks at the minute. Still only 4.5 minutes into race 3 here though. And as you've seen, these things can be treacherous, and with the weather changing as well, possible wet weather coming in, these things could be absolutely all over the place. Campo's got it wrong. Pilgrim has managed to get back past into 6th position. There is Campo just getting it all wrong through the chicane as well. Oh no, he's not even made it to the chicane. Oh no, Campo. Dylan still holding that half a second penalty, but pulls himself further in front. 7.9 seconds up the road. Mocking Weeks in 2nd, 4.3 seconds ahead of this man. These two are battling it out for the championship. It is going to be a championship win for Mocking Weeks if they stay in this position. Just starting to get a bit mistier out here. Clouds looking a bit grayer. Not seeing any rain on windscreens or anything just yet. Oh, here it is. Here comes the rain down this back half of the circuit. You can just see the drops appearing on the car. Could change absolutely everything up then. So Dylan still with that half a second penalty, 8 seconds up the road. Mockingweek's second. Obi falls a little bit further back, 5.5 seconds behind him. Slowly closed up by Tyre Slayer here, 2.3 seconds back. There is Manny. He's in 5th, 18.9 seconds behind Tyre Slayer. Pilgrim's in 6th, 4.8 seconds behind Manny. Campo, who's been having an absolute nightmare with these monos, is 36 seconds behind Pilgrim in 7th. Yeah, the rain coming down properly now. Might even be giving these things a little bit more grip, who knows? Oh, tipping it down. Who would have chosen rain in an open top car? They've got to be so careful now. Hardly even see the bottom of the hairpin with the rain. Oh, just about gets it stopped there, Obi. Is still being closed up by Tyre Slayer here. That got down to 1.7 seconds. No mistakes up front. Dylan lost his penalty now. Still 9.5 seconds up the road. Mockingweek's 6.8 seconds ahead of Obi. Kept himself ahead of Tyre Slayer. He opens that gap up a little bit as well. That's stretched to 2 seconds. Oh, Tyre Slayer's got the chicane wrong. Possibly been reset to track there, I'm not sure. It's a big old gap that opened up. Danger behind. Pilgrim still 24 seconds back from him. Just about to hit the 9-minute mark in race 3. Another 15 minutes here at Nürburgring GP. Nearly call it Nordschleife. Would have been absolutely lying to you. So Obi still not been able to close that gap up on Mockingweek's. Mockingweek's. Oh, he finds himself with a half a second penalty. Again, that shouldn't damage him too much. He's still almost 7 seconds ahead of Obi. Looks like the weather might have subsided a little bit. No rain at this part of the circuit now. Be raining at the back half of the track. Let's see. Still looks dry at the minute here as well. Got to lose this penalty though, Mockin. Again, shouldn't do him too much damage. He is over 7 seconds ahead of Obi-Wan now. Seems like you've got to wait for so long before you get the power on. Loses his penalty there then, gets himself back up to speed then, Mockin. 11 seconds behind Dylan, but pulls time over Obi-Wan, 8.2 seconds the gap. Oh, that is coming down actually, that little penalty lost by Mockin. Mistake from Tyre Slayer, costing him any kind of opportunity to have an attack at Obi. 11 minutes into race 3 then, 4 minutes remaining. Pilgrim 5th. Look how much the sun's come out. Doesn't that weather change quickly, people? It's a glorious day out here now. Look, where did all that cloud go? Pilgrim lights the rears up coming out of that final turn. Big gaps out on circuit here then. Nobody anywhere close to anyone else, really. 5 seconds plus all over the circuit. So should take 3rd then Dylan in the championship. A little bit wide through there. He's got away with that, no penalty. Still pulling time over Mockin as well. Obi, now the weather's dry, has not been able to close up any more time on Mocky Weeks in front. That gap's still at 7.7 seconds. I blame the Iron Man wheels, mate. That's what it is. Tyre Slayer 5.7 seconds back. Pilgrim another 25 seconds back. Manny 3.7 back from Pilgrim. Campo unfortunately 43 seconds back. Now any more mistakes? Oh, I was just about to say any more mistakes from Pilgrim and Manny's going to get that position. And if he can't get this thing pointed in the right direction soon, he's going to be under threat from Campo here. Oh no, he's not. 48 seconds, but no, he's not. The gaps stay the same up front. Dylan just making it look easy. Fastest lap. 2:05.5 from Dylan. Just before the rain hit. Mocky Weeks still. Oh no! The Iron Man wheels have caught Obi out again. He's had that thing backwards. Tyre Slayer has got past him now. Into 3rd he goes. Obi 4th. And that is the championship in the bin for Obi. And he knows it, I think. Final minute of the race, and Obi doesn't stand a chance of getting that 3rd position back, let alone catching up and overtaking Mocky Weeks. What a shame. Would have been nice to have those two battling it out right to the line. So it is going to be this man that takes the championship then, Mocky Weeks. Well, unless he sticks it into the barrier up here and gets it all kinds of wrong. Dylan is going to see another lap here then. Crosses the line to start his final lap. Mocky Weeks around this last corner. Is he going to make the line? We'll see. Nope. So he does take 2nd position and the championship, I think, for Mockin. We'll get it confirmed at the end of the race. Tyre Slayer around this final corner is going to take 3rd. It's handed to him on a plate. Obi-Wan just getting it all wrong on that final lap. Up to the line then, taking that 3rd position. Obi, getting that last corner wrong as well. Oh no. Manny still far enough behind him that he can make it to the line, Obi. To the line, Obi. You're going to lose that position. Oh, he does take 4th then. Manny comes across the line. 360s it across for 5th place. Pilgrim cheating as he gets himself back on track. He's just trying to take as much out of these tyres as possible. Probably a great big handbrake across the line for him as well. Let's have a look. Oh, that's not the line, but we'll have this one instead. No? Yes? No? He's never going to make it. There he is. He takes 5th then. Campo's going to come home in 6th. Dylan has just got past him. Campo's taking it very easy on his final lap then. Dylan, he's got nothing to worry about again. Not racing anybody now. He's already taken the win in this final race. Drifting it out of that last corner then. Up towards the line then for the win for Dylan in race 3. Don't think anyone has actually made it to the line. These things spin around so quickly. He's happy with the win though, giving us some donuts. As Campo just rolls across for that 7th position behind him. Dylan lighting those rears up. And he does come across the line then to take the win, but it is going to be Mocking Weeks that takes the championship here tonight. The pick and mix, it was only a bit of fun, but he takes the championship nonetheless. I'm sure we'll get points in the chat any time soon. But yes, a comfortable win by Dylan in the end. Obi, what a shame. No problem, Obi. No problem at all, mate. No problem at all. Just a little thank you. And to you, Tyre Slayer, no problem. Just throwing some thanks out in the chat to me. Who won overall? I think we know. I think it was Mocking Weeks. But we should get confirmation of that soon enough. Yeah, Dylan's saying congrats on the championship, so he was only a point behind. There it is, Obi. Let's have a look. So yes, Dylan, Mocking Weeks taking the win then. 224 points. Obi takes second, 221 points, and Dylan takes third with 206 points. There it is, the pick and mix done and dusted. So that's that for the evening. Let's jump out of this. Where do I need to go? Boom. I need to go there. And then I need to turn that off. Turn that on. So, Toyota Multiclass coming up in the new year. I believe it's the 12th. If you want to get yourselves involved, obviously head over to the P1 Facebook page and sign yourselves up. See if there's any spaces left. I don't know how full it is at the minute, but you can see 10-minute qualifying, 50-minute enduros. Bop is on, no tuning. We're in the Pro GR1 TS05016, and then AMS any GR3 Toyota. Okay, I don't quite know the full setup, but that's what we've got coming up in the new year. I believe it's the 12th, and then also we have this. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. So yes, that's what we've got coming up in the new year. Got Battle of the Groups coming up. Got Toyotas coming up. There's a couple of new leagues coming up from the DK10 boys, and there is chat about the next round of GTTCC as well. So keep your ears to the ground. As and when I know, I'll post it up on the page, etc., etc. But there we go. That is tonight's racing done and dusted. That's the pick and mix round done and dusted, and that's me done for the year. I'm back in the new year on the 12th with the Toyotas that you can see on screen now. Come and check it out. But outside of that, people, I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, please like, comment, subscribe, you know the stuff. Share it out. But most of all, what I want you to do is tell your mates and tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.